Hi everyone and welcome to my Skyrim Let's Play, and it's here that we'll see the story of Derfel unfold and what events are in store for him. Most of you have seen the prelude and you know why Derfel is trapped in this tiny, dark and damp cell. As you can see, his hair is long and his beard is full. He is no longer the regimented soldier that he once was. But one thing besides skeever meat has kept him alive all this time, and that is the burning desire to seek revenge on Ulfric and his Stormcloaks. And from now on, all decisions that I make will lead Derfel towards that final goal. This is Derfel's Tale, Chapter 1, Legionary. I've been in this cell for 3 months. It's time for me to escape. If I wait any longer, my health will deteriorate further and I will lose all of my strength. I've managed to survive on the dampness of this place. The waters provide just enough moisture for me to get through a day, and luckily skeevers are in abundance here. Unfortunately, their fur is thick and I don't quite have a weapon or any sharp blade to get through it, and end up having to char and burn it off with these ever-burning torches that seem to be present in this cell. Unfortunately, skeever meat is very, very horrible raw and not too much better cooked, but it's enough to get me by at this point. But my strength is failing and it needs to be done now. I've managed to craft myself 3 lockpicks from the furniture found in this room, and hopefully my Imperial luck will aid me here in getting out of this cell. I've managed to craft them to such an acute size that they'll get through this small intricate lock here. I've not seen any guards, no Stormcloaks have passed by my cell in all the time that I've been here, and my last memory is of that fateful day when Ulfric's Stormcloak took everything from me. So first things first, I need to get out of this cell. Okay. 3 months building up to this moment, and hopefully my Imperial luck will aid me. Talos be praised. Right. Okay. It doesn't seem to be anyone about. No one at all. I don't think anyone would leave a skeleton just lying there in the corridor. Something's not quite right here. Something isn't right at all. Okay. Oh, a weapon. 2 weapons and a key and a coin purse. These things will come in handy. Right, let's take a swing of this weapon. I need to see how much, if anything, my muscles have deteriorated in that place. Okay. Need a couple of practice swings here. Just get back to moving with a weapon. Okay. We should be okay. That took quite a bit of energy to do that. What the devil are these things? Glowing. Ghosts. What the hell? Right. I need to be quite cautious here getting into a fight in this condition. I need to take things slow and take this ghost. I still can't believe there's ghosts by surprise. That is very unusual. What exactly is this place? Okay. They seem to have passed by. No, he's waiting just at the top of the stairs. If I just keep out of sight for a little bit longer and wait for him to turn round.
The glimmer of life is gone.
Okay. Let's take him while he's not watching. That was another one. I'll take this one first.
Mortal.
I did not realise that ghosts could carry items, but these things will come in handy. Fur braces, fur shoes, and a fur kilt with mantle. Not very good armor, but it's better than what I'm currently wearing. And a very, very nice war axe. Very useful. Ah, a green cape. Exactly what I need. There is a cold wind that blows through this place. And I will take their steel scimitar as well. There's a cold wind that blows through this place, and we will equip the cape now to take off the chill of the air. And equip this fur armor. It's a lot better than the fur mantle and, obviously, the rubbish tunic. The soiled tunic that I'm wearing now, unfortunately. Staying in the place for that long, that amount of time. Laundry just goes out of the window. Right. There's a way through beyond there. And a stairway up through there. My gut is telling me we should go this way first. Right, another locked door. Let's try our lockpicks on. Okay. It seems that prison key picked up from the table opens the gates in this place. Now that does not seem like a very well secured prison if one key opens all doors. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser about this place. Again. The key opens the door. Well, that is very interesting. Hide boots. We're better than the fur boots I'm wearing. And a healing potion will come in handy if I manage to escape this place. Right. Let's equip those hide... Actually, we've got iron boots on, haven't we? I do prefer heavy armour over light. It just offers a bit more protection. Just feels more natural against the skin than light armour. Which is what people obviously think is the opposite, really. But for me, it's heavy armour all the way. Don't get me wrong, I've used light armour in the past, but I just find heavy armour just to feel right. There seems to be one more of these ghosts up ahead as well, so I'm going to try and circle round behind them here, or at least get closer without them seeing me, and take them by surprise. I will also equip the new weapons that I've got. There's no point sticking with this dagger and axe any longer. And we'll take out the steel scimitar and the steel war axe. He's going back up the stairs. Right, this is our chance. He's seen me, but he does not have a weapon. And that was his undoing. Let's see what this ghost had on him. A brown cape. No harm taking more capes and some iron armour. Fantastic. Some heavy armour to give us a bit more protection. A lot more protection. Absolutely fantastic. Right. Another skeleton. So it would seem these ghosts must be these skeletons that have demised here. God knows what fate they met. Imperial stuff. Imperial shield and sword. What are these doing in this place? Very intriguing. Now these are weapons to be proud of. Let's have a little look around this place and see what else we can find. That helmet will come in useful. I have no need of potions of magicka. I don't believe in magic. I know the importance of mages on the battlefield, but using such arts seems unnatural to me. No. Nothing of use here. But what were Imperial weapons and armour doing in this place? Some iron ingots may come in useful. We'll take them for now. But I don't want to become too overcumbered. It's getting quite exhausting carrying these things. Song of Hrolmir. Intriguing. Now that will come very handy. Levelling up and gaining more experience in heavy armour. All these things have importance and wealth. We'll take those. And we will adapt to our newfound skill. Magicka, again, no need for that at all. Due to the tiredness, I will increase stamina to just give me that extra boost in combat. And I will improve the light weaponry. Hopefully that'll give me the edge over any more combatants that I find in this location. Right, it seems I'm going to have to go back down through these cells. Let's have a quick look in here, actually. Being the key opens all these doors. Let's see what else we can take. It seems your cells were a lot less cozy than mine. I'm not sure if I should be happy about that or not so happy about it. It seems we've learned enough skill to move to another level. But let us keep having a look around. Doesn't seem to be any more items to take. Let's move on and try and find a way out of here. Okay. Another Imperial sword and shield. We'll take those just in case. May come in handy if our weapons become blunt over time. And a prisoner's plan. The storm is coming, I can tell. The water leaking in has become stronger. There is no better time than now. When the storm hits, the guards will be scrambling to figure out what to do with us. Amidst the confusion, we need to overpower the few that will be standing guard outside our cells and hold off the cell block entrance. We need only hold off until I can get one of their swords and break open the drainage grate in the corner of my cell. That's where we'll make our escape. Everyone move down the river and we'll try and find shelter there until the storm passes. Interesting. So it seems at some point there was a heavy storm. That might explain why there's so much moisture in here and why I was able to actually pretty much survive off drinking moisture from the walls. It seems there's probably a river that runs very close to this prison. Okay. More useful items. Iron boots. We won't take those, but we'll take the ingots. And we'll empty the one out of this bowl. And we'll take these health potions. Very useful health potions. I usually leave such things to the field medics, but in these circumstances, I'll have to take them for myself. An Imperial shield, another one hidden under this cupboard. This is just getting even more intriguing now. I can't imagine stormcloaks or even common bandits using such items. So only usually the Legion uses Imperial swords and weaponry. Very interesting. Doesn't seem to be anyone else about. And we found what appears to be a storeroom. Take some supplies from here. I'll need to keep up my strength on the road. So we'll take the hawker meat, some cheese, and we will take the weak poison. Poison's very useful in combat. I kind of find them a bit deceitful, but when needs must, I must use all of my skill and things at my disposal. Apple cabbage stew. Now that sounds positively revolting and doesn't look much better. But we will take it. It will help keep our strength up. And again, more Imperial items. An Imperial bow. We'll definitely take that. We need some arrows now. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to be any in this small room. But more coin again. So it seems whoever placed me in this cell did not loot it very well. There's gold everywhere. So it seems I was just left and forgotten. Seems the Stormcloak way. Guards' orders. We can't let the prisoners out, so either kill them or let them drown. Either way, all guards must evacuate as soon as possible. The storm is about to wash this whole fort into the river, and I'll be damned if I have to report one legion. One legion. Death while under my watch. You have your orders. One legion death. This is quite possibly an Imperial fort. And everyone was washed away or killed by the storm, and the river seemingly washed people away. And the Stormcloaks must have turned it into prison afterwards and left me here to rot as some kind of sick joke. Whoa, and this seems to be where the river came in. The roof's completely broken away. Another health potion. We'll take as many as we can carry, because I have no idea how far anything is away from this place. Solution of regeneration, that will help keep my stamina up. And an iron battle axe. I'm a very big fan of battle axes and great swords as well as a one-handed sword. But if I was to choose my ideal weapon, it would be the Imperial short sword. Very big fan of that weapon. Just a fantastically light and agile weapon, but also has very good killing power. Very useful indeed. Nothing in that sack of import. Right. Let's just be cautious around these corners. There still may be some ghosts about. So unfortunately, those ghosts may have been long-lost brothers of the Imperial Legion, who unfortunately met a very unfortunate demise in this Imperial fort. You can just see how damp it is in here and how cold and wet it is. The door, right. The stair was blocked, and this seems to be our way out. So before we exit our prison, let's level up and improve stamina again, and now improved ranged weaponry. We'll begin to learn our skills in combat first, relearn those skills before we move on to adjusting our armour and making the best choices when it comes to defence. It'll be interesting to see where this actually leads us out, where in Skyrim we will be. There is no reason for me to be anywhere near Cyrodiil or Bruma at this stage. There's no way the Stormcloaks would have taken me anywhere near back there. They've brought me to their home. Their home. And it's up to me to try and join up with the Imperial Legion. Now, last I knew... fresh air. The last I knew, the Imperial's Legion was based in Solitude, so that's where I should be heading. It is a very nice day, and just feel that warm glow. Fantastic. Whew, I can already feel my strength returning. This nice, cool and fresh air. Right. Let's make our way cautiously across this river. We don't want to get taken downstream. It's quite fast just there, over this rapids. And somehow I'm going to have to find my bearings. Whoa. It seems that in the storm someone's house was, or someone's shack was completely and utterly destroyed by a fallen tree. Then again, that storm would have been a long time ago, so this could have happened afterwards. Obviously not a very safe place to build a shack, it would seem. We'll take a couple of these items here. We may need some food as well on the journey. And another book. Light armor this time. Fantastic. It's nice to relearn those skills. Right. Let's take a look inside the shack as well. Shrine of Debella. And an unfortunate corpse. Lucky Lorenz. Not so lucky, it would seem. I much rather would have suffered this fate than be trapped in that dank, dark prison for so long. Unfortunately, where needs must, we must take items from this corpse. We do not need a hunting short bow. The Imperial bow is a much finer weapon than this, and it just has a lot more prowess. But we'll take this unfortunate man's iron arrows. I'll leave the iron scimitar to him. We'll take his septums, he will not need them anymore. And we'll take the wolf pelt and bear pelt, as well as the cooked beef. And we will leave him to unfortunately rot and probably fall into the river at some point. Right, we need to make our way up this hill. Now I need to find some sort of landmark or something to get bearings from. No idea where I am. Do not recognise this part of Skyrim in the slightest. We'll see if anyone is on this road here. Maybe able to help us and guide us to where we need to go. It seems pretty safe now. There doesn't seem to be any Stormcloaks or any guards to that prison. Like I said, it's been there for a while. And it seems like I was just left there as some sick joke. Oh. Seems like there's a curious fox. Oh, and a sign's fantastic. Right. Let's get my bearings. So, it's a very bright day. Winterhold and Iverstead in that direction. Whoa! Seems like the fox got a little bit too curious. Oh, it's a jackal, that's why. Seems my senses aren't as sharp as they used to be. It seems a jackal it's a very much more close relation to a wolf than a fox is. Right. So, where was I? Yes. Windhold and Iverstead in that direction. And Windhelm and Riften also off in that direction. Now, Windhelm is a place I need to avoid, especially at this time. Need to keep clear of there. That's where the Stormcloaks are held up. So, Whiterun and Solitude. Now, that is where I need to be heading. So, this direction it is. Okay. There's another one of those jackals over there. We'll draw weapons just in case. Hopefully with the death of its friend it may not attack. We'll just be on our guard. And keep our ears open for any movements. It is a very pleasant day. Which is very fortunate. As you imagine, it was very cold in that dark prison. And to be put under the subject of rain would have been very difficult indeed. We're going to put this leather helmet on as well, just to give a little bit more protection, because I have no idea what the wilds of Skyrim have in store. If it's anything like Cyrodiil, then there is going to be quite a few strange but wonderful creatures on the road. We'll stick to the road. I'm not going to go off the track here. I really just need to get to Solitude as soon as possible. Hopefully it's the first city and not the second city that I get to. However, Whiterun may prove to be just the right place to get a nice warm meal, a nice soft bed. Hopefully I've got enough gold for that. I've managed to pick up 277 septums from that abandoned prison. And hopefully that will be just enough for maybe some beef stew. Maybe they'll let me warm up my apple cabbage stew, and I can have that as a tasty treat, which is not going to be the case because apple cabbage stew does not sound very nice at all. Whew. It seems to be getting quite late in the day. That sun is definitely setting. So I need to get to the city or town as quickly as possible, and that may be it there in the distance. I'm not entirely sure if that is Solitude or Whiterun. Did someone say something? Whoa! There's a battle going on up there. Try and keep clear of that. I don't want to be in too much combat at this point. Do not have the energy for it. Hi. Oh, bandits.
You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road.
Unfortunately, I do not want to pay you. I need this gold for my own survival, so I don't have the money.
That's a real shame. Gonna make it hard for you to pay a healer after we cave your skull in.
Fortunately for me, I'm not going to need one. That was something I didn't want to have to get myself into. And unfortunately for them, it's something they didn't want to get themselves into either. Ah, more. Luckily, these bandits are weakly armoured and are no match for me, even in my very weakened state. And luckily, they have some very useful items on them as well. Let's just stay in the shadows slightly, just in case there's more about. And I will take everything that they have as well. There was a couple on that bridge I saw. Don't seem to be any more out there at the moment. And it seems as well in my favour that these bandits are not very clever at all. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a trap. Oh, hi. Ugh. What kind of weapon was that? Fire and embers striking from the outside of it. Banded iron armour. Well, it's not as good as what I'm wearing, so we'll leave that be. Book of Bandits. I don't think I need that. We'll take this to hopefully sell in the city. An iron dagger of embers. That's what she attacked me with. Burns the target for 5 points of fire damage. It's worth a bit of money. We'll take it. And we'll take the resist fire as well. And hopefully with the resist fire, weapons like that will prove a little more ineffective against us in the future. And who are you? The bandit chief, right? So this is your sorry lot of bandits, is it? Well, in the Imperial Legion, this is what we do to bandits. You have some very fine armour indeed. A little bit on the Ragabond side with the padded sleeves, but a lot better or more formidable looking than what I currently have on, so we'll take that. You can keep your iron boots, we'll take your iron gauntlets, and we'll take your money. And you can keep your antique sword. I will stick with my Imperial sword, thank you very much. Let's put these items on as well. Take off that, put on the brigand plate harness, and we'll drop this iron armor actually in fact as well. And we will drop one of the shields. We don't want to become too overcumbered at this point. Like I said, I'm very tired. More banded iron armor. This time with 104 armor rating. So this one has been kept in a far better condition. But again, we don't quite need this at the point in time. We'll take it, we'll see what it looks like. I need to make myself very presentable for entering Whiterun. I don't want to look too much like a vagabond when I enter, or people won't deal with me or make me welcome. Let's just see how much better that is than the Imperial bow, or if any at all. 2 points. We'll stick with the Imperial bow. It's a weapon I'm more familiar with. I have no need of these items, but I will take the money. And I'll just delve a little further into this bandit area, just to see what other items they were stockpiling. I'm sure that was the last bandit about as well. Let's just see if the bandit armor does look better than the brigand armor. In terms of what looks more like a vagabond, the brigand armor does definitely look a little on the shabby side. And it seems these bandits have no manners whatsoever, using an axe to cut bread. They're a little uncouth. Okay, we'll stock up on some food here as well. Hopefully there should be somewhere to make some food. I am getting rather peckish. It's been a while since I've eaten this sort of food, and I don't want to indulge myself too much early on and cause myself any gastral problems. But I will soon take a nibble out some cheese and just keep myself going for a little while. Anything up here? We might get a good view of where we are. Wow. We're quite high up here. And that's definitely a city there in the distance. That's not a mountain. That's definitely a building. We'll see which one that is as we get closer. So I'm going to take this path down here. Hopefully get closer to that city. The sun again is setting. And it seems there was definitely a battle going on up here, because there's some dead bodies on the bridge. Let's investigate who these guys are. Someone else wearing hide armor, is that? Ooh, someone with 10 arrows, thank you. A longbow. Thank you very much. It's going to be very handy. Some studded armor is what they were wearing. And that was a bandit and another bandit. So they may have been rival bandits that have decided to attack each other. I'm surprised banditry is ripe in this area. Then again, with the Civil War raging, our Imperial Legion may not have had a chance to instill some law and order. And that may be something where I can step in and hopefully fill that role. But first, I need to go and find... I believe it's General Tullius that took over the position in Skyrim. I need to meet up with the Imperial Legion in Solitude and hopefully General Tullius and get my position back. Hopefully they will understand the circumstances as well and will not reprimand me for losing Ulfric Stormcloak and for losing my men. Ooh, and that is a big chest. Hopefully some useful items in here. Novice Robes of Conjuration. Now I don't need these. They are worth a lot of money and they don't weigh a lot. So we'll take those. And we'll take that Moonstone Circlet. I do not need a steel long mace. Scale cloak. May look a little better than the cloak I'm currently wearing for entering a city. And another book. Fantastic. We are well on our way to becoming a lot more formidable and retraining ourselves in the art of war. Right. Hunting bow of sapping. What exactly does that do? 10 points of magic damage. Don't need that. Right. The sun is definitely setting. We need to make our way to the city in the distance. Right. I need to get there before nightfall, really. I don't fancy staying out in the wilderness, though it would be a lot better than the cold, dank cell I've been living for the last 3 months. But, if anything, a city and a warm bed is what I need to rest, recuperate, and get some strength back. I've already made my mark in this country, though, it would seem, and left a path of death in my wake. Not what I intended when breaking out of that prison, but I knew there would be some sort of what the hell is that? That's very interesting to look at animal. Some sort of block in my way that needed to be defeated. I'm just going to take a closer look at this animal. I've not seen one of those before. Some sort of deer. Very nice looking pelt on it. Still on the right track towards Solitude and Whiterun. But I do need to pick up the pace, but I don't have that much energy left to get there. And that is a massive, massive elk. Wow. That is a beautiful creature. No time to admire the scenery though. I need to be on my way. And there is the city in the distance. Definitely a city. You can see now the outline of a massive, massive keep on top of what seems to be a hill. Interesting. Whoa. Okay. Risk jogging a little bit. Do need to get there as soon as possible. And it looks like it's going to be a cold night as well. There's not much cloud coverage here. And this cape that I'm wearing will not give me enough protection in the cold, dark night. Ah! Seems something's creeped up on me. A hyena. My senses are definitely dulled from staying and being trapped in that prison. And what is this? Oh my god. That is a giant cat. Let's see if I can still use a bow. Well, this will be a test of strength, especially with a longbow. Nope. I haven't got the accuracy at all. Alright, switch to the short bow. Take a little less energy to draw this. It's proved a little bit of damage to it. And switch back to the sword and board combination of the Imperial Sword and Imperial Shield. Let's take its leather. Let's not take its leather. We're now overcumbered. Let's drop this fur armor that I don't need. And these foot wraps. And this horrible rough spun tunic that I've been wearing for the last couple of months. Get rid of anything that reminds me of that place. Right. I'm going to keep my weapons drawn for now. Because it seems that this path, even though it's a main road, is not very well kept. There's been bandits, there's been wild animals. I think the first things first is we need to talk to the man in charge in this city, this area. And hopefully that's General Tullius. But that doesn't look like what I've been told about Solitude, so that may be Whiterun. Which is unfortunate, but still something that we need. Okay. I'll risk a little bit of a run again. And I'll get somewhere safe by increasing my skill from leveling up. And is that another bandit? Just draw weapons just in case. They did not seem to have noticed us. Yes, it is. It's Bandit Chief of all people. These are a bit stronger than the bandits that I faced previously. Ugh. I need to get out of this fight. Ugh. Are they following? She's following. Who's firing arrows? Ugh. Ugh. That was very close. She was wearing that brigand plate harness as well. A knapsack, that may come in handy. A light painted round shield, no need for that or that. Some septums, need those. And some steel bolts. Just one, I don't need that. And I do not need that steel sword either. Who was firing arrows or seemingly bolts? Thank you, whoever that was. You've just saved my life. Was it you? Thank you. You have keen eyes to be able to shoot from there in the dark. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Thank you.
Another quiet day, I hope.
Not quite quiet, as you've just seen, but yeah. Hopefully tomorrow will be a quiet day. Wow. Look at that. Now that is a sight for sore eyes, if ever I saw one. Awesome. Right. Let us find the entrance to this city and take my rest. A well-deserved rest, it would seem. And then I need to get myself involved in this war. It is getting quite cold now. As you can imagine, no cloud cover. So I do need to get a move on to get into the city as quick as possible. It's getting very dark as well. I'm glad for these abundance of lights on the road. Much needed. Something else trying to catch up on me? No. It seems my senses are very dull. Giving me false readings.
Oh, what am I saying?
I'm sorry?
Of course you don't.
That was very rude and very unexpected. Who the hell was that? Okay, this seems to be the entrance to the city. Let's see if they'll let us in.
It's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north by the Lauria's farm. The fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel.
I would see what they were talking about, but I need to get some rest. Something very funny, apparently. Okay. I can't run too much. Can't waste too much of that stamina. Okay, these seem to be the front gates. Now, do I look presentable enough?
Looking for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where
No,
he stuffs
I
himself
think that's who
with.
just asked me some random questions about a cloud district. Which I believe is in Cyrodiil. Right, do I look presentable enough? It's difficult to tell in this light. Let's just see if these guys let me in. They're looking at me, but they're seemingly happy with my appearance. And so we've made it to Whiterun. Whew. Wow. Hi. Thank you for showing me the way. An Imperial.
We'll pay whatever it
Hello.
takes, but we must have more
Excuse me.
swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Sorry, didn't realize you were in
Just can't
conversation.
fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Okay, well, we do need more swords. Excuse me, do you know where they are?
Greymane or Battleborn?
What? Battleborn.
Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you.
That may be the case, but... Yes. Excuse me? The people around here are very strange. I was expecting him at least to tell me where the Legion were based there, but... Maybe the Civil War hasn't hit this area yet. Maybe that's why there are bandits on the road and everything. Maybe that's why the guards seemingly just let me in without questioning who I was or where I was from or what my business was. Very strange and curious. Maybe I've missed the war? I haven't been gone that long. 3 months. There's no way it could have been solved and settled in that period of time. Excuse me.
Yes?
Okay. Right, so we need to find
Have you
an
met my
inn.
father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Okay, where's Dragon's Reach? There's a lot of input from random people here. Right, let's just focus on what we need to do. We need to find somewhere to sleep and eat.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I need to find somewhere to sleep and eat. Do you know... Seriously, this place is freaking me out a little bit. After 3 months of solitude, general goods store, all these people giving me Arcadia's Cauldron. No, that sounds more like a, yeah, apothecary, not a inn. A bannered mare. Now this sounds a bit more like one. Aha! Whoa, there's a lot of people in here. This is a very popular inn. Let's go sit down near the bar.
I ain't done nothing.
Sadia, wake up there.
Hi.
Yes,
Excuse me.
You know what's
Can
wrong
I,
with Skyrim these days?
You want a
Everyone's
drink?
obsessed with death.
Who's saying that? Yeah, what's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
I'm both, very much so. Okay, what have they got? Ale. Oh my god, ale. Yes, please. We'll take a bottle of ale. I have 606 gold. Those raiding those bandits was very useful. I don't need too much food. I have some. I've got a lot of cheese. Is there anything that I'm craving at this point in time? I have some roast meat. But we'll take some fresh leg of roast goat. And some Nord mead as well. Yes. Some ale and mead to wash it down with. Fantastic. And we'll eat that bread that I currently have as well.
Now,
Oh,
please,
thank
no
you.
more questions.
You just
Who
find
was that?
that lying around? Must be your lucky day.
It was my lucky day.
Forgotten
Yes, Mom?
humor,
There she is.
poetry,
I'll be
and
needing you to mop the
romance.
place down extra
I
tonight.
love a good
Lots of
sword fight
things.
as much as the next man.
Certainly, Mom.
But there's more to life.
Okay. Can I rent a room
I'm
at all?
telling you, I heard it.
Oh, thank you.
Howling. Those sure
10
thing.
gold,
It's
thank you
yours
very
for a
much.
day.
Right. Heard any rumours lately about the Imperial Legion? Follow up on war rumours in Solitude or Windhouse. That's not particularly helpful. I knew I had to head to Solitude anyway.
Rented the Bard's Column,
It seems that's all people know in this area is about
but I pray they let me
Windhelm or Solitude. So they know where the two factions are, but they don't seem to be too affected by any war whatsoever. It seems like everyone's living a little bit in a dream here, in a
If it's
bubble.
work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
I've got a room.
All I want is to escape.
Where did she go? Did she go up the stairs? I think she went upstairs.
Lena can come with me.
Hi. Is it in here? It's in here. Let's close this door as well. Look at that bed. Oh, thank you, Lord. This looks absolutely fantastic and comfy. Let's just close the doors here. Oh, you're kidding. Excuse me. What time do you play till? Is there any chance that you stop anytime soon? I need some sleep. To be honest, I'm that tired I'm not going to hear him after a couple of minutes. Finally.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed.